Alright guys, it's going out on Facebook Live. We're heading home from Greg Locke's revival meeting where the folks at Benchmark Church just, they kind of showed what they were made of. I know earlier they talked about love and joy and the Spirit of God, but obviously that's not happening. They tossed me out, pushing me, assaulting my wife, assaulting my son. I was leaving when they told me to leave, and this pastor, Benjamin, decided that he was going to take it on himself to continue to shove and push me out the door, as well as 5, 6, 7 other of the old men who, started threatening me. But that's okay. Hey, this is what happens when, when you go out and you stand up. We learned a lesson from Seth Dunn a couple of years ago when he went down to Woodstock and couldn't take it anymore and stood up against Erkin Cantor. We've got our own flamethrower of the gospel, J.D. Hall. He stood up with Jim Baker and got some blood to prove it. Well, I don't know if it's fortunately or not, but I didn't get any blood on me. But, Greg Locke understands now that we're not going to take this line down. And there's folks from pulpit and pen all over the place. And there's some other folks who, they're going to find that out too. There's some other folks who, they're going to come by and they're going to hold these ministries and revivals and stuff that they have shamed the gospel of Jesus Christ. They've shamed the pulpit. And we can't do anything about their sin or their repentance. But as far as the church and the holiness of the church, we really need to be on top of it, because the holiness of the church is the most important thing. And Greg Locke is making a mockery of what the church is. We've got too much of this going on. And people say, well, why don't you just stop? Why don't you just forget about it? Well, because there was about 25 people back there who have no idea what a pastor's supposed to be like. They have no idea what a pastor's supposed to do. They're all caught up in some charismaniacs, and they want to think that, well, all the guy's got to do is shout and jump around, and that's all that matters. Well, Greg Locke is proving that he's not called by God. He might have been called by, his neighbor, a friend, his mom, somebody, but he wasn't called by God. Because the way his words are to his wife, the things that he says, he's going to blame it on, well, I was just upset. Well, we all get upset. That's when we hold our pastors to a higher standard. Greg, if you're watching this, if you see this in the future, we don't hate you. It's because we love you that we tell you the truth. Well, guys, I appreciate you watching this for a minute. Love you guys. Thanks for all you do. God bless.